Hello, everyone, this is All Asian Dilemmas, and this is a post that has reached 15 million views. Though it only has a few words, it has resonated with millions of boys. Why do so many boys now prefer to stay single rather than chase after a girl? Because chasing after a girl is, in fact, a misguided notion. If we look at it from the most primitive perspective, it's simply mating behavior for the preservation of the species. In the animal kingdom, the way males win a mate is much simpler. They either fight other males or display their bodies. In both cases, it's about attracting the other being without needing to pursue a partner. But we, as humans, face difficulties in this area because some people demand that you act a certain way. And just thinking about the countless celebratory days that exalt love is proof of that. These days, girls unconsciously tell all men that to win love, you need to act shamelessly, even give up your own dignity. Many boys must feel this, that as they try to win a girl over, they end up becoming dogs, because in that process, they're always in a passive position. However, even if you manage to win the girl, she might not necessarily be with you because she likes you. It could just be a momentary concession. Many people end up betrayed precisely because they don't realize this, and they don't understand why they're being deceived. In truth, if a girl likes a man, he usually doesn't need to chase her. She needs a guide, not a dog. Girls like someone from the moment they first see them. Girls, what do you think about this? She'll compare you to colleagues, friends, and even strangers. While you're still figuring out if you like her, she's already observed you completely, top to bottom, inside and out. So, when interacting with a girl you like, you don't need to pressure yourself so much. You might be an invisible presence to them. Yet some people still insist on teaching us this warped theory about chasing girls. For example, when it comes to arranged dates, older folks say, "Can't you be more proactive? She's still a girl, she's shy, you have to be bolder, because back in our day, that's how it was." But nowadays, your boldness might be seen as sexual harassment. So whenever I see those guys setting up candles in a heart shape or holding a megaphone in front of the girl's dorm, I feel so embarrassed. Girls won't like you because of those gestures. They'll find it cringeworthy. And those who kneel in the middle of the street, please open the comments and see what girls really think. Many boys, during their interactions with girls, stubbornly think the problem lies with them. Am I not good enough? Did I say something wrong? They start torturing themselves. But when you realize you shouldn't use the concept of sacrifice to morally pressure a girl, you can stop in time and live more freely, without losing yourself along the way until you find the right person. However, 99% of men have never studied love. No one told them that love should be a two-way street, not a painful torture of self-sacrifice. Many boys have frustrating experiences with love, especially due to a first rejection when confessing their feelings. Confessing is a foolish act, and being rejected is a perfectly normal consequence. Because it's not your confession that will make someone like you. It's only when she already likes you that you can confess. It's like how I'm not asking for an immediate like, right? Anyway, here's a comment I read recently that perfectly reflects what I just said. The commenter said that in his sophomore year of high school, he started liking a girl. Halfway through the year, he tried confessing, but she rejected him. She said she liked another guy in the same class who was more handsome, smarter, and very popular, but he already had a girlfriend. The commenter spent the whole year chasing after the girl, even rejecting another girl who liked him, but she never gave in. Still, he kept dedicating himself to her, as if she were his white light, always taking care of her. But in the end, when he was in college, he found out that the girl he'd dreamed of for so long married the guy she liked. That completely shattered his world, and he couldn't believe the girl he'd fallen for had done that. This confirms what I've always said. With girls, the decision to like someone is made from the first glance, not after a confession. Plus, some girls, in their view of love, lack ethics. They won't stop liking someone just because he has a wife or girlfriend. This deals a huge emotional blow to the guy, who stops trusting any woman. He distances himself from girls who are kind to everyone because he went through a process of fantasy, disillusionment, and loss of trust. But deep down, from the start, he was trying to convince himself that she liked him when she never did. Maybe she'll remember him in the future and seek his affection, but it might just be a momentary need for attention, not true love. So, boys watching this video, please control your hormones and don't make the mistake of confessing, even if you really like her. And there are other comments like, "I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't gamble, I'm not a jerk, why am I single?" The thing is, you can't compare one to the other. Women don't choose a man just because he's good or doesn't do anything wrong. The issue is that many of these boys are introverted, don't know how to express themselves, and their words, when they do speak, often come off as annoying. Girls need emotional understanding and a sense of connection. A simple gesture can mean much more than giving expensive gifts. That's why you shouldn't underestimate the bad boy. Sometimes they're attractive because they're fearless about consequences and know how to charm girls. However, as girls mature, that attraction fades. This leads many men to project their frustrations onto women, resulting in misogyny. Why was the Samba misogyny case so widely discussed online? Because it's a space to vent hatred against women. I personally don't support boys letting themselves be consumed by these negative emotions. If you let it take over, you'll only suffer more. Boys in their 20s are in the toughest phase of their lives. They lack connections, money, or life experience. The only resource they have is hope for a better future, but reality is brutal. They're competing not just with guys their age, but also with older, far more powerful men. Here's a tragic story about a guy. He was with his girlfriend, who suffered from severe depression, and out of love, he quit his job and moved to another city to take care of her. When she decided to try a new exam, he supported her. But during that time, she disappeared for 4 days. Desperate, he searched for her, even called the police, and found out she'd been with another man the whole time. If it weren't for that disappearance, he'd never have discovered the betrayal. The pain was so intense it felt like a deep blow. It's the kind of unexpected pain that hits hard. In biology, if something doesn't contribute to the evolution and reproduction of the species, that behavior gets phased out and replaced by something more efficient. Living on a low salary, paying high rent, and still having to spend to please a girl. The pressure is everywhere. If you don't have a car or a house, forget it, you'll be discarded. So the idea of chasing girls no longer fits with today's values about love. Even the monk Tang knew that to achieve success, you had to face great challenges. But boys chasing love don't know where true happiness lies. After the struggles of student life and the hardships of the real world, many men have lost hope of finding love. They settle for the idea of finding someone to live with, but even in arranged dates, they can't breathe freely. It's like two horse breeders taking their animals to a breeding market and picking the best ones. With that, I hope you've understood the video's title, which deals with the issues of a narrow view of love and the social factors influencing it. I believe that you, watching this, can overcome your current situation and truly find the right girl for you. Every guy has a girl he'd like to protect for life, and some give up when they see the obstacles ahead. But on this tough road, there will always be someone willing to take the risk and move forward, believing that if humanity has come this far, it's because of love, not hatred, resentment, or rivalry. Though the fog covers your path for now, I believe that you, like the young man dreaming of being a hero, with courage, can overcome any obstacle and achieve your dreams. What is confidence? It's continuing to believe in your inner light, even after being beaten down by reality. I'll end the video here, but I'd love to hear your take on this dilemma in the comments. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one.